Taylor.
Stephen, hello.
Hello. I was just looking for my sister.
Your sister?
Mm-hmm.
Brooke Logan is your sister.
That's the one.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
How are you?
Me? I'm great. Great. I was working late again tonight, but it seems to be the rule rather than the exception these days.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it must be tough working with cancer patients.
Well, it's my specialty. I do have a lot of other patients, though.
Oh, really? You mean if I were to get sick?
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Can you tell me why Macy would do this to me?
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
What was she after, Mother? What specifically did she want?
Well, more specifically, I think it's what Sally Speckle wanted.
Mother, you really think Macy was being a link to our family for her mother?
What else is it?
I don't know, but I'm having a hard time dealing with that. I mean, to think that all of this time, Macy wasn't for real? That what we had wasn't for real? That's a betrayal, Mother. That's more than a betrayal. That's having a sense of a connection with someone and finding out suddenly that you're not connected at all. It makes me wonder about my perception of things.
Oh, honey, come on now. You've been manipulated by a master, Macy's mother.
Well, according to Macy, she just didn't want to risk being rejected by me should I find out who her mother was.
Well, I could buy that for the first couple of dates, but you were way beyond that. Honey, you're going to have to get over this sooner or later.
Well, it's not going to happen soon. I loved this girl. I was going to marry her. And to find out this was a charade.
I gave you these charms now because I didn't want to wait for our anniversaries.
You didn't want to wait?
One charm every year? We'd never fill up that bracelet of yours. Not that way.
We would eventually.
I don't think so.
You know? You know?
The bold and the beautiful, This portion sponsored by Cascade with sheeting action. Gives you virtually spotless dishes every time.
Well, you're here late.
Uh-huh.
It's not our style, Felicia.
It will be. I'm going to talk to Dad about the Forrester style. I do believe it's about to expand.
And to what do we owe this sudden surge of confidence?
Nothing. Well, no, that's not true. I owe it to Jake McLean.
Well, let's not belabor the point. I'm hurt. I'll live with it.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yes, you do, don't you? Well, at least we have Ridge to inspire us. He and Caroline are the proverbial honeymooners.
So it appears.
Well, you don't agree?
I think something's going on with them.
What do you mean?
You haven't noticed anything?
Well, he says he wants to take some time off work.
He did? Why?
He says he has things to do. I just assumed it was the house that they're building. But, you know, come to think of it, he was pretty evasive.
They've both been evasive lately, haven't they?
What do you suppose it is?
I don't know. But something is going on. Caroline doesn't look well.
How did you find out?
Brooke told me. Caroline, please don't blame her. I had to find out this.
I was just hoping.
I know what you were hoping. My God, Caroline.
Honey, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Nothing has to change.
No. Nothing has to change.
How long have you known?
A couple of days.
Do you have any questions?
I talked to Dr. Hayes. She answered most all of my questions.
I didn't want to put you through any of this.
Didn't want to put me through what?
The waiting. The watching. Counting the hours and the minutes of time.
Don't say it, don't say it. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to die. I'm not even gonna think that way. You're alive. I'm alive. And as long as we both are, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate this life, Caroline. Do you hear me? We're never going to stop the party. never stop it.
So, you've been to see Jake again?
In spite of you, Margo.
Felicia, I have told you any number of times that Jake brought more misery into my life than you'll ever be able to understand.
That tells me nothing.
You don't need to know anything more.
I don't want to know anymore. Jake told me something very interesting tonight. It changed everything, Margo. Everything. He told me about you.
I'm not really taking on any new patients right now.
Oh. In other words, if I were to get sick with a flu, or I just wanted somebody to check out my plumbing,
Oh, now I remember. You're the one with a bizarre sense of humor.
and Taylor was always there with just the right caustic remark.
Oh, well, you like them.
You noticed.
In high school, a girl notices everything.
What about after high school?
After high school, she learns not to notice too much.
Tell me about your husband.
Tell me about your wife.
Alas, there is no wife. But I know there's a husband. I am surprised that you changed your maiden name, though. You insisted you would never do that.
We were rebels. Rebels say anything.
I think you were more than just a rebel. You also talked about helping the hopeless, and isn't that exactly what you're doing?
Sometimes I wonder. What about you? You were always much of an idealist, almost more than I was.
Nah, I was messed up.
Well, idealists usually are.
There it is, that irrepressible cynicism, how I've missed that.
And that Logan sarcasm.
We were a pretty good team, weren't we?
Except for we couldn't find anyone to talk to us.
Hey, we wouldn't talk to us. I've never forgotten that smile, though.
You rarely saw it. No one did.
I'll bet it gets a lot of mileage nowadays. I bet your husband demands it daily.
Oops.
So, how about you and your husband joining me on a date some evening?
I'm sorry, Stephen. It was really nice talking to you again.
Wait a minute. You don't want to go out?
No. I don't have a husband. I'm glad you know.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Caroline, I've got to know that you mean that.
I do, Ridge. I do.
I just wasn't sure.
I wasn't either. I guess I've been very unrealistic.
You're allowed to be unrealistic.
No, I'm not. Not now, honey. This is the most real thing that will ever happen.
it.
You will live with it. You will. I want to help you.
Jake told you about me?
Yes.
What did he say?
That you and he were never lovers.
Well, I never said that we were.
Well, you never said that you weren't either. In fact, you refused to say you weren't.
Felicia, I was only trying to protect you.
Protect me? From Jake?
Yes. I know what Jake is capable of.
Listen, Margo. This man means something to me. You badmouth him, and I'll take it personally. Now, I'm warning you, Margo. Don't do it.
No, I don't think Caroline looks well, and I even said something to her.
So did I. And she told me that she'd just been working a lot lately.
Can you keep a secret? Caroline wanted this to be kept confidential, but to just ease your mind, Mother, there is a chance that she might be pregnant.
Pregnant? Honey, I've had 5 babies. You don't lose weight when you're pregnant. Not the way Caroline has been losing weight, and certainly not in the first trimester of a pregnancy.
Why would she lie?
I don't know. It's a very good question. You know, your father ended up having dinner with me last night, and what I found out later was that Ridge called Brooke and asked her to have dinner.
Just the two of them?
No, Caroline was there, but why didn't she tell Eric that she was going to have dinner right across the courtyard there?
Look, if you're trying to make a case for Ridge and Brooke, don't.
I'm not trying to make a case for anyone. But Ridge and Brooke had lunch together in the private dining room at the club.
With Caroline?
No, they were by themselves.
Mother, if they are carrying on behind her back...
Well, it certainly isn't behind her back, is it? It's right out in the open in front of her face. My God, the implications of all of that. For all of them. For Eric.
And for you, Mother. There's something at stake for you, too.
How do you want to handle this?
What do you mean?
Family has to be told.
No. I don't want to make a spectacle out of this. It's just between you and me.
Caroline, what about your father? You've got to tell your father.
Guess I'll destroy him.
No, it won't. It won't destroy him.
Ridge, what about you? Is this going to destroy you? I want to believe that it's not.
Then believe it.
Are you just saying that to me?
Caroline, the last thing you need to worry about right now is
No,
me.
you're everything I need to worry about. Ridge, you're the only thing I need to worry about. I'm at peace with everything else. I have to know that you're going to go on with as much vitality and as much life as you ever had. Please. not hold me, Ridge. Hold me so tight. So tightly.
Jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for the bold and the beautiful.